I told you. I freaking knew it.
Yeah.
Hello, watchers. We're watching whatever. I'm Nathan.
I'm Danny.
And today we are here with the final episode of Shogun Season 1. So we're very excited. We actually just watched, we just watched Season 9. It was, if you see the thing, especially on Patreon, you'll notice there's actually quite a big gap of silence from us, right? We were really just paying attention, trying to figure out what's going on. In the show itself, it wasn't like there's a whole lot of different things happening, right? It was just leading up to this one point. And so there wasn't really much to say except for just what was going on through our heads of trying to figure out what the whole point was. But we saw at the end, right? Mariko sacrifices herself. Now the question is she alive still, or is she dead? Right? And we see that Yabushige. Yeah, Danny says she's dead. I mean, just for the sake of it, I'll go with the fact that a possibility that she's still alive, gravely injured, but maybe still alive. And we see that Yabushige is the traitor. He's the one who let the assassins in. So we're gonna find out what goes on here. As much as I like Yabushige, his character, the character in the story, I feel that he, in this episode, he deserves his death.
right.
But the question is, how would he die? Because right now nobody knows what he did.
Right.
So he's just another member of Toranaga's clan that was ambushed, as far as anyone else knows. So, but I guess we'll figure that out here. Before we start, everyone on YouTube, thank you for being here with us today and watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Share your thoughts. If you want to watch the whole thing with us on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/watchingwhatever. You can have your copy playing along with ours here. So you'll have our reaction and commentary along with your video and audio. There's a timer to match everything up with it. So, and all of our Patreon viewers, thank you very much for your support. We greatly appreciate you, and we hope to keep growing our channel here with all of you. So, that being said, we're going to start the show. Is this Blackthorn in the future? He still has her cross.
Because grandfather used it to fight off a whole army of Japanese assassins.
Well, yeah, I guess she's dead.
Heavenly Father, we commit to you, your loyal servant, Mariko-san.
Is this what's gonna turn him finally to the?
I still can't see him turning back though.
Yeah, man, it's my my loyalty to the actor that's clouding my judgment. Wow, that's pretty. I mean, right there, anyone who was like wondering, gets their answer right in the very beginning.
Sneaky, conniving man.
Damn, he lost his son, his most loyal, vassal.
Both, his wife and consort and his youngest son were put in danger there.
All right.
Oh, look, everyone's leaving now.
Mariko殿は何の妨げもなく城を出ることを許されるべきであった。先日の恥ずべき襲撃を命じた咎人が老衆の一人やもしれぬと思った。
不実で悪知恵の働く虎長しかおらぬ。
What if it was Toranaga who planned that?
手厚く弔っていただかねば。
That would mean Yabushige wasn't a traitor.
All right.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
やむなし。
If the assassins left Toranaga's wife alone and his child alone. So that's the question. Was it Ishido or was it Toranaga who sent the assassins? I'm gonna say Toranaga is the one who called in the assassins.
That's crazy. Okay.
Oh.
Your PTSD, man.
拙者はマリコ殿は捕らえられるだけじゃと思っておりました。
逆らうたりするゆえ命を落としたのじゃ。
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
あれには救いようがないわ。
Man, I've been pretty bad at guessing on this one.
どうじゃ。
その池にナマズはおらんぞ。
Wow. Some pretty bad PTSD right there.
Yeah.
So Ishido did bring in the assassins, but he's telling the other regents that
Right.
it was possibly Toranaga
All right.
doing that, right? So that he has a reason for war.
We live and we die.
木山様の手の者たちが港まで護衛いたしまする。
Well, get it over with then.
You have been permitted to return to Toranaga-sama's galley.
Toranaga won't be surrendering.
Ishido-sama has mobilized the Council of Regents to war. Toranaga will be dead in weeks.
Then you don't know Yoshi Toranaga.
I think it would have pleased her to see us being civil.
Is this where I'm to be? Ambushed?
I will not deny it. You were meant to die in these woods. But an arrangement was made. You will leave Osaka alive. It was Lady Maria. She asked the church to spare your life before she died.
This dude has been through so much, man.
So first episode, he almost died of starvation on the ship. Then they get captured. Sees one of his men boiled alive. Then he's arrested.
Yeah,
Then he's about to be killed in the mountains.
Yeah. Traded, imprisoned.
Finds his men and they turn on him.
Been made like high, brought low. Dude.
Yeah.
England.
そこへわしを連れてってくれ。そしたらあれじゃ飛び込みをしなしてくれ。
Pull yourself together, man.
He losing it. Oh, I didn't even realize there was no more translator for him. Oh wait, is that his ship?
I think they sank his ship.
恐れながらこの者たちは我らが主君虎長様の配下でございます。拙者に命じられたのも虎長様でございます。
闇夜に紛れてわしらの警護をすり抜け襲撃したのでございます。キリシタンやもしれんと思っておりまする。
Is it his men?
Get him to stay.
キリシタンに手を貸した者が見つかるまでこの村の者たちは誰も安らうことができません。
Or maybe just
Dang.
the Ronin.
Yeah.
殿。
あの世賊を屋敷に招き入れる措置の姿が見られておったこともな。マリコ殿が死んだ折、措置とともに土蔵の中におった次女の一人が
介護の念に駆られ許しを請うておられたとか。
措置は襲撃を手引きしたのか。
いたしました。
明日の日没までに腹を切ってもらおう。
どのみち殺すのであればよく筋をお与えくださる。大術に好みが切り裂かれるような怒り狂った魚の群れに生きたまま食われるような。
解釈は誰がよい。
殿にお願いできますれば、今日へ地獄に存じまする。
承知した。
Dude, your favorite actor is about to die.
Still has a chance, man. He can like somehow redeem himself before.
How do you redeem yourself from being a traitor?
I don't know, man. Oh, she's back.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant Mariko. Yeah, Fuji.
Yeah.
通じいない。
Hey, fellow watchers, don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out on our Patreon. Links are in the description below. And now back to our program.
よくぞわしの新たな息子を守り抜いてくれたの。
落ち葉の方から内密にお預かり申した文でございます。
So Chiba double double crossing, or is she just making a threat here?
Double cross.
花乱れことのはちりて焚き火かな。
あまりに美しゅうて殿がお読みになられたとは思いません。
マリコ殿の歌じゃ。なんと見事な焚き火を残されたことか。
Juba switched sides, man, because of Mariko's death. Crazy, bruh.
What is that?
私の夫忠義様と一人息子の鶴丸の位牌が入っておりまする。明日にて私はおいとまをいただきます。虎長様から尼になるお許しが出ましたので。
What? Are we losing another character?
Dang.
私そなたいてほしい。
できませぬ。
私命じる。
虎長様にお仕えするお役目は果たしました。
For as little as she was in the show, she's probably one of my favorite characters.
She's awesome, yeah.
I wonder how good his Japanese accent is.
What?
I wonder how good or bad his Japanese accent is.
配下の者たちには下手人を見つけるまで休むなと命じてある。
殿、この通じ役ただの漁師には手に負えません。
アンジはまだ知らんのか。
Oh, forgive me for the deception, 安心殿。I was born Tonomoto Akinao in the Azuchi prefecture. I am samurai.
So he can actually, he's pretending.
Years ago, my lord ordered me to convert to the religion of the Portuguese. I am a Christian, and also I am Tonomoto Akinao. My lord says he will not rest until he finds those who help destroy your ship.
アジロの糸追っておいてほしい。My enemies didn't burn my ship. It was Mariko-sama.
マリコ殿は安心殿が日の本のキリシタンと戦うことを嫌がっておられたと。
So she made an arrangement in Osaka to trade my survival for the destruction of my ship.
こやつの頼みは聞けん。わしに忠義を尽くさぬ者が我が所領でのうのうと息をしておるというのに。
I was the disloyal one. 私、死ぬ村人。死なない。敵。敵！私安心はこの命をもって吉井虎長によるこの村への無慈悲な処罰に抗議いたす。
We knew he's not gonna do it.
あの船を立て直し、わしのために水軍を作るがよい。
Again, testing them and to that final minute.
Tornaga's pretty gangster, man. He's hard to read, man.
He's very hard to read, and like I said, he's cunning, right? He's not what he shows on the outside.
Yeah.
拙者は跡取りと定めていただいたことをかたじけなく思うとりまする。
I think we say goodbye to Yabushige here.
滝柄は楽な埋めるなのみさらせ、飢えたる犬の腹を満たせよ。
見事楽であろう。
ああ、わしの遺書じ
ゃ。There it is. So we're not even gonna get the war in Osaka or anything for this season.
Why is it running out of time? Oh no, dude, there's just like 17 minutes.
They're gonna do a whole war in like the next 10 minutes.
我がおいが殿の良き配下になりましょう。
そちのおかげじゃな。
安心もでございまする。あやつも拙者のおかげでございまするぞ。できれば拙者も生き延びて見とうございましたぞ。殿の計りごとがどのようなものであれ、うまくいく様を。安心が船を燃やしてキリシタンどもを海で打ち負かすところも。
そうやすやすとはゆくまい。壊さねばならなかったのじゃ。安心の船か、そのどちらかであった。あの世、見張りの者どもに火薬を撒くよう命ずるのはそう難しいことではなかった。
わあ。
マリコ殿が教会に話をつけ、 わしは同意した。
He knew the whole time, dude.
And,
Oh my god.
and he was going around killing these people to test Blackthorn.
Right.
I told you, there's something with him, dude.
Yeah, man.
いつか種明かしをするやもしれん。その頃にはあやつは船を立て直しておるであろうが、わしはそれをまた壊さねばならぬであろう。
一体どのような心地がするものでございましょうか。殿は全ての風を己の欲しいままに操っておられる。
好天はすでに終わっておる。大老衆が結束しておる限り、大坂に軍を送るなどもってのほか、それはすなわち死を意味する。そこでわしは女子を一人送り込み、軍勢にもできぬことをさせたのじゃ。これよりおよそ一月のち、我らは関ヶ原にて敵と対峙いたす。お世継ぎの軍が石堂側につけば、わしの軍勢に勝ち目はない。じゃがマリコ殿の行いのおかげで、落ち葉の方は石堂との役に嫌気がさし、秘密裏にわしに文をよこし、お世継ぎの軍を戦に
My
出さねばと
goodness.
誓われた。その日石堂には掲げる御旗がない。そしてようやくわしの夢見た時代が来る。まずはわしの新たな県政の要である江戸から始める太平の世じゃ。あやつを殺してしまおうと思うたことは何度もあったが、思いとどまった。あやつに値打ちがあるからではない。あやつはわしを笑わせおるし敵を油断させるのに十分じゃったからの。勝てば全て思いのままになる。
将軍の小さいも
I told you.
かねてよりの望みであったのでございまするな。
I freaking knew it.
心は殿も他の者とさほど変わりませんな。
死人に先々の話をして何とする。
It's done.
Please just allow me this one final gesture. Look. I've always been of the mind that a soul committed to the deep is a soul who, in some way, lives on forever within it. Zutto. Isso.
To spread the ashes.
He had to kill his son too, man. That's pretty harsh, man. Like to end his line forever, right? That's crazy.
Yeah. So it wasn't hers that he had kept.
So was the flash forward not real or something? Dang.
Yes, this is wonderful. Raise the ropes! Like you miserable, sniveling, festering shitrags! You go! No, you don't. Muraji. Just keep that between you and I. Get! 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 That's it! I told you she was beautiful.
Crazy, bro.
So, okay, so yeah, I had that feeling about him, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That
I
he
mean, you were
really
saying
did
that the
want to
whole
be
time.
Shogun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was you were predicting that all along, right?
Now, most everything else I got wrong, but on that now, so initially I was, as they revealed everything going on, my first reaction was, "What an evil guy!" But I mean, uh, to correct myself, I wouldn't say he's evil. He's conniving.
Okay.
He's very methodical, and he'll use pretty much any means to get his way.
Right.
But his end goal is for a unified nation.
Right. Like a peaceful,
peaceful nation under his control.
Right.
So, is he an evil person?
I don't know, man. I mean, it depends. Like, most like kind of authoritarian governments begin with this, right? Like if he's not flexible and he believes like his way is the only way, then then you would probably have to say he's an evil person, he sacrificed a bunch of people for his benefit. That seems kind of evil, even if the end goal is to like make a peaceful nation.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go back on my statement and go back to he's an evil person, because the one thing I thought of was just to get Blackthorn back on his side, he's the one who, with Madoko's planning, he burned down the ship and then acted like they didn't know, and they're trying to find a traitor, and was killing all these innocent people.
Right.
So that's evil.
Yeah, that's pretty evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't care what his end goal is. He's an evil person. He's a bad dude.
I think we've kind of like what we've watched right now is maybe like the kind of like the origin story of like a evil guy of a evil shogun. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these characters are based on they're somewhat based on actual characters in Japan, right? From Japanese history. But so the other thing is Ochiba. She after the hostages are released and everything, and Mariko dies, she kind of, he says she's fed up with Ishido now, right? And she wants to secretly not switch sides, but she's not going to send out the heir's army.
Right.
So what was her plan
like
all
taking
along?
Sides because she doomed that dude.
Yeah, but what's been going on along? Because from my understanding previously, it was she wants to kill Toranaga because she believed he was the one who planned her father's death.
Right. That's what I'm really
So
confused
was that
about.
a lie?
Yeah, that's what I'm really confused about. That and the fact, if he wants to be like Shogun, does he have to get rid of the heir? I mean, it seemed like her whole goal was to protect the heir from Toranaga or anybody, even from like Ishido. Like Ishido, obviously in order for him to, eventually kind of overthrow the other regents and become like, like the most powerful person in the country, he's gonna have to get rid of the heir. And I felt like she agreed to marry him because then that protects the heir, right? But now, like in this situation, by helping Toranaga, she's again kind of put the heir in danger, unless Toranaga kind of agrees to kind of like banish them or something, or like I don't really know how succession and all that works, and
But what my thought with that is gonna be that if Toranaga, the way he is, he's not gonna leave someone behind who can be.
I think he's gonna be pretty thorough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and he's so like especially if you think, oh, I'll just hold this position until you're old enough to rule. He keeps saying like, yeah, thank you for giving me more sons or whatever, because it seems like he wants his reign to like last, or his dynasty to last, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see how. I'm gonna have to go pick up the book or something.
So yeah, we've lost 3 people that we.
Follow the whole show.
Yeah, we follow. So we kind of consider them as regulars.
Yeah.
So yeah, did we lose anybody? Oh, um, Hiromatsu. We lost a couple
Yeah,
episodes ago.
right.
His son.
His son. Yeah, they're gonna have to like re-up on like new cast members and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found it strange. One thing I found strange, they just in episode 9, they just randomly bring in Mariko's son
Right. He must
for
play
that
a part.
short bit,
Right.
and then that was it.
Yeah. He might have been in previous he looks so familiar. He might have been in previous episodes, but yeah.
Well, if
Like
he was, he didn't stand out because no one, I didn't
yeah.
recognize him at all.
Yeah.
There was one of the first episodes was when she was sitting with her son talking about the barbarian and whatnot when
Oh,
we first
right,
see
right.
Bodhi. But I don't think that was him. That seemed like a younger kid.
Right. Maybe.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's a younger son. I mean, maybe she had more than one son. They never really confirmed anything with
Right.
children.
Can't remember. But yeah, I mean, I think um he's probably gonna play an important role in the next season if he kind of got introduced so late in the show. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
the
I don't
point
know.
of that was.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's
I mean,
there's a lot to think
great
about.
show. Fantastic show.
Yeah, it's really good.
Kept me on my toes. It had me
Yeah.
wrong so many times. The only thing I was very sure of was that Toranaga was lying through his teeth and that he wanted to be
Right.
Shogun.
Right.
Crazy. But it's like you said, right? As a wrap-up episode, it felt like it was climbing, peaking, and then it just kind of not even like a gradual drop, just a crazy drop for episode 10.
Right. In terms of like action or energy or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The only thing we really got here is that, aside from revealing Toranaga's intent, was Yabushige being killed
Right.
there.
Yeah, and it's crazy how those two moments are kind of together too, like and so once Yabushige's gone, there's no one else really who knows what's going on,
Yeah.
Yeah, like very interesting, man. Who is he gonna trust after this? Like, who are his guys? Is
Yabushige's nephew?
Yeah, he must get elevated, and Buntaro is probably elevated.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Well, yeah, because
must be
Buntaro
his
was
guys.
Hiromatsu's son,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I think
So
they're all gonna get like they're gonna be kind of like his new like council or whatever, like
yeah. So my I think my prediction is wrong about Buntaro being killed because I thought he was gonna be killed because of Blackthorn and Mariko's relationship.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
instead,
Mariko's out of the picture.
yeah.
Man.
I
Now,
don't know.
before we end this year, the last thing I'm gonna get out of my head is, what was the point of showing this future vision of Blackthorn?
Right.
It literally led to me. It literally led to nothing.
Right. Maybe that was just like a hallucination he was having while he was in or a dream he was having when he was in a coma or whatever, when he was like after the bomb or whatever. He
Maybe.
imagined that would be his future, but I don't know. But I think Toranaga's got different plans for it. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is just like images that he had in his head when
Right, like because he's holding on to her cross. Was it her cross? Like specifically her cross? Now I'm like
I
questioning it.
couldn't tell. Yeah. Now that I think back, it looked like it might have been different.
Right, but then does that mean he like converted to like, or he became more religious like in his older? Maybe, possibly. But what does that
Maybe.
symbolize? I'm not
I
sure,
don't know.
man.
I'm gonna go with your guess right now that it
Mhm.
is just visions that he had in his head when he was passed out.
Right, right. But what is the meaning though? Right?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. I don't understand the meaning of it.
Maybe like after Mariko is gone and his faith and everything is kind of lost, he imagines that he would die in England with his like white family. And I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Well, anyway, anything else you want to say about the show itself?
No, I thought in terms of like story, production value, acting, whatever, all those things that make a show good or great, I think it achieved it. I think it went against expectations constantly, right? Like every time you thought this was gonna happen, it goes this way, and every time you thought this can't happen, it happens. And yeah, just yeah, I thought it was. I want to like go through it again. Like I'm gonna ask my wife to watch it with me again because yeah, I want to kind of delve into it again because I think there's like a lot there that I've probably missed, and that I think it's gonna reward like repeated viewings. Like, yeah. Anyway,
So now that we finished the season, as a overall show, what would you rate it at, right? Because I would give this a show a 4-star with no questions asked.
Yeah, me too. I would say it's definitely a 4. I mean, it touches on so many different things. There's a very interesting philosophy about how even death serves a purpose and everything. And they mentioned that in Mariko mentioned that in the previous episode, and I feel like that's probably And I think if we look back, that's gonna be something that like we're probably gonna see. We already see it, right? If we remember, like, all the main kind of Toranaga people who've died, their deaths really did serve a purpose. But I'm curious to
every
see
single one.
how far that goes back. Yeah, maybe every single death that we've seen, even
From,
like
from Fuji's husband and baby.
Right, yeah, and I was thinking about even the gardener, right? When the gardener dies, it showed Blackthorn like I have to be more careful about my words, and I think it'll be interesting to go back looking at the show with that lens. I think there's just so many things going on about like religion and identity and just the clash of kind of cultures, whether it's like Western and Eastern culture or like old and new, patriarchy versus like the role of women. There's so many things going on. Like I feel like it's definitely 4-star for me, like all the way, man. It's deep, dude. It's deep.
It really is deep. All right, well, that wraps it up here for us. Again, Shogun, great show. I'm really glad that Danny had recommended for us to check it out. I haven't been this entertained in quite a bit, so we're gonna be back here. I think the next show we talked about doing possibly is House of the Dragon. Right. I haven't seen it. Danny has, but I haven't seen it, and I don't really know much about it except that it's supposed to be a prequel, right?
Yeah, it's like set in the same world, but many years in the past. So
more about the Targaryens and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so that probably will be our next show coming up here the following week. So again, everyone on YouTube, thank you very much for joining us here. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Tell us what you thought about this show. Let us know about some of the guesses that you had about it and what you might have gotten right and what you may have gotten wrong. Everyone on Patreon, thank you very much for being a subscriber and joining us here. We greatly appreciate you, and we are so thankful, and we want to keep bringing out more content for you guys to enjoy. So this is it, and goodbye. We'll see you next time.